When you're moving because you just sold your home or you're selling your home, there's so many things you got to worry about, so many things you got to think about, and so many things you got to do. So here are some tips on what to remember and what to do when you're moving because you sold your home. Number one, hire a moving company to help you move. Now, I know back in the day, and a lot of people still to this day, depend on their friends and their neighbors to help them move. But here's the thing, a lot of times your friends and your neighbors, especially in this day and age, they can be unreliable. They can, you think they're gonna stay for 4 hours, they stay for 30 minutes. You tell them it's Saturday, they show up on Sunday. So a lot of times hiring a moving company, even though it may take some cash out your pocket, it can give you some stability and give you some reliability when it comes to your move. Now, as a kid, we moved a ton. Both of my parents were deaf and they were always looking for jobs. They never wanted to only depend on the government. They always wanted to find work. And so, just being deaf, it was hard for them to find stable jobs. And so we moved around from state to state. And even when we settled in Texas, we literally moved like every year or every other year to different apartments. And so there's one thing I know about moving. It is label your boxes to the rooms that they need to go to at the new place. Yeah, so if you have a box, you can label it toys, you can label it linens, you can label it plates, but also put on that box kitchen, bedroom, living room, upstairs living room, backyard, garage, attic. That way, once you move in and you have all your boxes into the new place, it's so much simpler for the movers or people helping you move to just put stuff in the same room that it's gonna be unpacked in. That way you're not having to haul, a big box downstairs that's supposed to go all the way up in the attic. Now, this next one is common sense, but sometimes people don't always have common sense. When you pack your boxes, make sure you put the heavier items and the lighter items on top, right? I don't know if you're playing Kobe and you're just throwing stuff in boxes, but it's always smart to make sure that in your boxes, again, your heavier items are on the bottom and your lighter items on top. That way you don't have the bottom fall out from you. That way you don't have things get squished or damaged. So that's just a common sense tip to remember. Also, make sure you remember to use bubble wrap and peanut wrapping for all your items that are fragile. If you watch the movie The Christmas Story, I love the part where he gets his major award, and on the box he says, look, it says fragile, and his wife says, honey, I think it says fragile, right? And when he opens the box, he has all this hay and stuffing in it to make sure it protects his major award, which was his leg lamp. Well, I don't know if you have a leg lamp or what fragile items you have, but make sure you protect them by using bubble wrap and peanut wrapping. Now here's something that's often forgotten. Make sure you are making a list of important phone numbers and addresses for your new home. Whether it's the utility companies, whether it's friends and family, whether it's emergency lines that you may need, just make sure that you have the important phone numbers and the addresses to the things that you may need to utilize once you get into your new home and you're out of your previous home. In addition, you want to make sure that you still have all of your codes, your alarm codes, security codes, subscriptions, things of that nature, because once you move, there may be an issue with the person that bought your home, so you may need to give them a garage code or something or a padlock and kind of help them out in that way. Or you may need to get something transferred over to the new home and you forgot to do it soon enough, and you don't want to make sure it's too late and the other person taking advantage of something that you're paying for. Now, this is something that I know people really forget about and do not think about. So I'm going to tell you right now, make sure you find important documents like your birth certificate, social security cards, passports, etc., life insurance, things like that. Make sure you take those things with you during the move. Don't put them with the moving company if you can handle it. Don't give it to your bozo friend and say, yeah, take it to my house, but make sure you take care of it. No, make sure you hold on to those documents and you have them with you when you travel and move to the new home. Now, this may seem like it's not as important, but it is. The day that you're moving, or the days that you're moving, make sure you take breaks and you drink plenty of water and you take breaks for snacks or food. Trust me, with the amount of times I've moved in my life, moving can be exhausting. And here's the thing. It always takes longer than you originally thought for the most part, right? It takes, or there's one aspect of it that was more exhausting than than you remember last time. So make sure you drink plenty of fluids, make sure you take breaks so you can last and hurry up and get in your new place. And this last one, I'll be honest, I'm guilty of it. Tons of people are guilty of it. You may have been guilty of it in the past. Unpack your belongings as soon as possible. Oh my goodness. I remember having boxes a month after I moved, 2 months after I moved. But I'm just telling you, unpacking boxes as quickly as you can once you move in is such a relief. To one, you're actually able to start enjoying your place. Two, the longer you see boxes, the more you kind of feel like you're not in your home and you can't really relax. So do the best you can. We ain't perfect. It's not perfection, it's progress.